Hi, welcome back to the channel. This episode I'm back on the Z650. Really appreciate everybody's feedback, all the comments, suggestions. It's been absolutely fantastic. Big thank you to Rui from the KZ650 forum on Facebook. There's a link in the description for that. He's given me advice on it. Obviously I dry set the actual carbs up, which you saw in an earlier episode. He said the right way to do it is to actually wet set them. Also big thank you to Geraint. He sent me the actual wet setup tube. I never actually used it before. I dug out my climber manual and it actually does show you how to actually do it. As Rui said, it's easy peasy, and yes, it was quite simple to do. I'll show you that in a second. Unfortunately, I still have a problem. It still won't work. But all the carb floats are exactly correct. I've gone by the manual, I've done the tube, as I say, I'll show you that in a second. Because obviously before I had a fuel leak, so it was just overflowing with fuel, but since I've stripped them out, done the revisit, re-stripped everything out, redone it, put the new choke plungers in. Again, big thank you to Brian for that. I really can't thank you enough. All the help I've had, it's been phenomenal. But it is really confusing me now, so I'll show you where I'm at the moment. So that's the actual, mine's slightly different to that, but this is an adaptation of what this is. So the actual fuel height, as it says here. So basically all you're doing is you're shutting off the fuel, you drain that particular carb, you take out the actual drain plug, drain that carb off, then you put the clear tube. Let's move you across. As you can see, I've got the clear tube. I've actually done all four. I've actually checked this one, and literally, so it'll be level about there, and the fuel level was exactly where it should do, and it was shutting off. I say that little bit of fuel that's in there is just residual. So you check the fuel level in the clear tube, and it should be 3.2 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch from the top of the float bowl, which exactly was on every single one. If the fuel level's not in this area, then you have to strip them all back out. And as I said in the previous episode, the actual tang in the middle of the float, you need to move that up or down. So they've been dry set and they've now been wet set, and it just keeps turning over. There's no fire in there whatsoever, which is getting really frustrating now. So it's seeming that the carbs should actually function properly. Everything is moving and working as it should do. So it looks as though I'm heading back to timing. I have spark. If you remember in a really early episode, I worked out that I was actually 180 degrees out. So that was all set. But this is just so baffling. As I say, I appreciate everybody's feedback and comments. It is just very strange. But at least I know now that the carbs are set dry, and with the tube they're actually set. I've actually done a wet set as well, so I know they're right. I mean, yes, I have got the airbox off, but even with the airbox off, it should still turn out, it should still fire. But if anybody's got any suggestions, any ideas, I mean, I've checked the timing, and as far as I can work out, it is right, but it can't be, because obviously it's not actually starting up. I'll give you a listen. And that's all it does. I mean, people who remember earlier that I actually put, well, before I did the strip down again, I actually tried some easy start and it would just race up and die again. So it was purely just igniting what had actually gone through into the engine. But as I say, I've run my tank. I can't use the actual main tank at the moment. That needs a really good clean out, and I've got a problem with the original fuel tap, so I need to sort that out and rectify that. But with this, it should still work. But unfortunately, that's where I am at the moment, so I'm still really stuck. I mean, I'd love to hear from anybody that's got any suggestions on anything. I've gone through the wiring, I've checked as much as I can check. What am I missing? But purely this is just a quick update. As I say, I've now got no leaks underneath, which is great. So I know, as far as I'm aware, these carbs are now right. I think there's not much else I can do on the carbs themselves. But yeah, really stumped. So like I say, if anybody's got any ideas, it's really baffling. If I've missed anything, obviously in the previous videos, then please let me know. I've gone back through and I can't see anything. I'm going to keep going through the manual. But I say, any comments in the comments box below, I appreciate all your feedback. You know, good, bad or indifferent. If it helps me get this running and working and finished, because I don't want to go any further with like paint or anything until that engine is actually running, then I can progress up through. You know, it's been an exciting but challenging journey really on it, but to bring this back to life would be phenomenal. As I've said many times, I've never heard this run. I'll leave a link in the top corner to the actual playlist. You can go back and have a look and see the journey and how it arrived and what I was actually dealing with. It has been a complete strip down, complete rebuild, but it's been fun to do. But like I say, if you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments box below. It means a lot. Like I said, just an update of what's going on. I've had people say, I can't wait to hear it fire up. You're not the only ones. I really can't wait for this to work. But it's close, but I'm still missing something. But I'll crack on and I'll bring you back if I have any more luck. And obviously I'll wait for your feedback in the comments, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get it going. There are links to other videos at the end of the video, and as always, appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Join me again in the next episode. Cheers. Bye.